All right, all right, all right. It is the David Washington Show, and it's me, yours truly, David Washington. Woo! It has been quite the first week of April. Mercy. And we're only 5 days in. What's up with that? Hey, so right now we're in the midst of creating our new studio, and hopefully you all will like it. Got some things to order. Give you like a little peek here as to how things are looking. Look at that. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. But so much is going on. Let me grab my water here. So much is going on. Where to start? You know, earlier this week we had the Supreme Court of Florida Supreme Court come up with several opinions. One of them, notably, was the opinion that the 15-week ban on abortion is legal. It will stand. Therefore, triggering a 6-week ban. Whoa. Theoretically banning abortion because no one really knows that they're pregnant at 6 weeks. So, you know, abortion is theoretically will be banned approximately 25 days from now here in Florida. And the abortion activists, the pro-choice activists, and their allies are, of course, you know, that ain't right. It's just not right. However, the Florida Supreme Court also had another opinion come down stating the abortion ballot initiative will appear on the November ballot. We'll talk about that in a second or two. But the decision to uphold the 15-week ban, thus triggering the 6-week ban. And let me get a swallow of water here because I'm about to cook here a little bit. And bear with me. Long week. But let's put a coaster underneath there. Don't want to damage the wood. Okay. So the 15-week ban, the 6-week ban, okay. For the most part, what the Supreme Court justices said in their opinion was that, consenting opinion, said that 40 years ago, when the Supreme Court of Florida back then upheld the right to privacy of the individual, it was thought that that meant the right to abortion. Well, this Supreme Court, 2024, said no. No. That Supreme Court, that decision, I think it was referencing TW versus the state of Florida or something like that. I'll get to it. But TW is the initials of the minor who was involved in that particular case that was brought to the Supreme Court. They're saying, they said that, you know, abortion wasn't part of the conversation when that decision was argued in front of the Supreme Court 40 years ago. Abortion wasn't part of that conversation. Therefore, there should not be this assumption that the right to privacy of the individual, and you all have heard me talk about this so freaking much. Set aside the abortion, the surgical abortion issue. Set aside the medical abortion issue. My issue is privacy of the individual. What this Supreme Court said is that that decision was more about privacy of information. Meaning the government cannot do as it pleases with your information. In layman terms, the government cannot abuse the information that it has of you, like your social security number, or sell your information to this or that or whatever. No, 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 no. That's a very simple way of saying it, but it serves our purposes. Privacy of information versus privacy of the individual. Privacy of the individual means you're able to make decisions about your life without the interference of government. Okay? Oh, that's the fiance calling. And so when you look at this decision by the Florida Supreme Court, they're pretty much saying because a specific topic was not discussed 40 years ago when this particular decision was made, these decisions were made, abortion was not part of that conversation. Therefore, abortion, the right to choose an abortion, is not being considered in this particular decision, allowing the 15-week ban and then the 6-week ban. Your private decisions don't matter. So if that's the case, if 40 years ago it wasn't argued, and Clarence Thomas touched upon this in the decision, the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Everything's pretty much up for grabs. Interracial marriages, same-sex marriage, decisions on what type of contraception you receive in the mail, private decision making, unless specifically argued here in the state of Florida, is not protected. If I'm following the logic correctly, it is not protected here in Florida. We'll see. Hopefully someone will, appeal this decision to the U.S. Supreme Court or whatever. Again, my position is, and always has been, putting aside abortion, surgical or medical or whatever, it's that privacy clause that bothers me the most. That's my concern. Okay, and so Disney and DeSantis have kissed and made up. DeSantis moves up a highway project that will expand highway lanes leading from Polk County, which is south of Disney, into Orange County, Osceola County, by way of the I-4. So I think that's a multi-billion-dollar project, widening, improving the highway I-4, so that people can get to Disney and out of Disney and away from Disney. Project that wasn't planned to start for years, but things are on track to start sooner rather than later. And also the Central Florida Tourism District, whatever they want to call themselves, Reedy Creek, Central Florida Tourism, whatever district, now has a leader, a person in charge now, who is someone who is close to DeSantis, but also to Disney. So a win-win for everybody. This whole thing with Disney fighting with DeSantis, we all kind of knew where this was going. So it is what it is. Whatever. Hopefully in the end, this will help all of Central Florida, especially the residents and, of course, the taxpayers. Oh, and now we have the sad saga, depending on where you're from, of former Orlando City Commissioner Regina Hill. She had been arrested, facing felony charges. She had a hearing today. Don't know the results of that, but we wish the best for the citizens and residents of Orlando City District 5, Orlando, and we hope that the commissioner gets some resolution to this. It comes with mixed feelings that this is happening to her, but you know something, if the case is solid, then the commissioner is innocent until proven guilty. So, on that note, it's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm hungry. But it's been a good week. And there's so much to talk about. But, we'll save it for another day when I got a lot more energy. I'm going to start doing this earlier in the day, in the morning. Because there's so much going on. But again, I really appreciate you being here with me, and just following what we're doing here as your political innovators at Jay in Washington. Boy, so much I'm learning every week. So much that I know, and just want to make it happen for good people with great ideas representing their communities. And it's what we do, and I love what we do. Like I said, we've got we're putting together our studio here. I'm really excited about it. God has blessed us, and hopefully we'll continue to do so. Please like, share, let us know what you think of everything. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know what's your viewpoint on what's happening in our world, particularly here in Central Florida. We want to know, so please comment. I enjoy interacting with our community. Ubuntu. I enjoy having those conversations. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Bring your facts, not your feelings. I really would appreciate that. We have that respectable conversation. We've got, again, we say this every week, we got some great interviews coming up in the coming months. I hope that you are enjoying our content. We're now on TikTok. We're slowly at a trickle, slowly getting that content out there. I feel truly blessed, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm David Washington, and this is The David Washington Show. Y'all take care.